The Equality Audit is what it says on the tin. It's an audit, a survey of unions and their equalities practice. It's an opportunity for unions to reflect on how they can improve their practice in the arena of equalities. But most of all, it's about demonstrating to our members and demonstrating to workers generally that we are on their side.
Menopausal symptoms were still included in the absence policy within Tesco's, and we thought this as a trade union that was really unfair to our members.
The Equality Act is extremely important. Just about every case I come across has some element that can be directly related to the Equality Act.
We want to see proportional representation of South Asian players across the men's game, across the women's game, and also across the academy system.
We have found that women are being rushed back to work from maternity leave because they simply cannot afford to stay off and have time with their child.
The majority of the problems that we was facing in the workplace was bullying from managers, some supervisors.
NCHA decided to merge two teams. When the job spec was published, it came in at one grade lower than was expected. And I found in the housing team, there were almost 80% women who would be denied an increase of one grade in pay. When I presented an equality impact assessment, they took note of it, re-evaluated the job role, which has saved 30 people £3,000 a year ongoing.
When you're a South Asian coming into the game, you won't see many players sign at clubs. So if you've got a ready-made support network there for you, hopefully it gives you a bit of a helping hand. So AIMS is our Asian Inclusion Mentoring Scheme. They're part of a peer-to-peer mentoring program, and we connect them to senior players who've had careers and for them to share experiences with them. It's the clubs who are the gatekeepers. So a lot of the early challenges for us was getting in front of the clubs, telling them about the work, showing them the data, and then giving them some solutions about what they could do.
The biggest thing for our members was not being able to control the temperature. People have lots of flushes with the menopause. They have to sit on the tills for long periods of time and just not being able to speak up. After going into discussions with Tesco's, the wins that we got for the absence policy was that members returning to work with any symptoms of the menopause wasn't included in their absence. The other win was lighter weight menopausal breathable t-shirts for the ladies. With the menopausal policy in place, it's giving colleagues more confidence to speak up and asking for support.
Some women in different brigades were on 90% pay for 6 weeks only, and then they're on statutory maternity pay. It was financially better off for you to break a toe than to have a baby. The National Women's Committee pulled together a really strong campaign which is called Fight for 52, because we want 52 weeks full paid maternity leave for every woman member in the Fire Brigades Union. We're halfway there. We have 8 brigades in the country who are now on 52 weeks full pay. London has gone up from 15 weeks full pay to 39 weeks full pay. And as a national minimum, we have 26 weeks full pay for every woman across the country as an absolute basic.
I was one of those that was very shy, but then I realised, you know what, there's so much things going on in our workplace, and I thought, no, I need to fight for these members. Got to a stage where enough is enough, and I said, no, you can't be bullying staff. So I took the challenge to confront them and say, look, this is not right. We found out it was, if I can put it, a bit of racism, because majority of us are black workers, and it's just been great seeing that members could actually come to you, talk to you, and some of them now are not afraid to actually come and talk out any issues that they have.
Equality matters. That's the truth of the matter. We are here as unions to win for our members. But if we're not winning for all of our members, then it's a case that our unions won't grow, will become less attractive to various groups of workers. We need to demonstrate that we're winning for all of our members.
We started during COVID with 6 players, and now we've got over 140 players in the system. So progress has been made year on year. It's nowhere near where it could be, but small steps have been taken year on year, and I think sometimes it's important that we celebrate the small wins.
It shouldn't depend on where you live and where you work as to whether or not you are given that time to bond with your child, because your pay in your postcode is much worse than the people in the neighbouring stations.
The changes that we've implemented through this policy has been absolutely fabulous for our colleagues, and just knowing that they're going to get listened to, I think that's a main thing. They just need to be listened to.
A lot of us as BAME workers are women. We've had to fight and fought so much to get these workers to sort of come forward and speak up about how they feel. Obviously there's still a lot more issues that we probably might have to face, but we're prepared for it. We are ready.